Is anybody listening? I wonder, can you hear me? A voice in the wilderness. I wonder, can you see me? Trouble is on the land. Every man against every man. Sister, I wonder, can you stand? Come here and take my hand. Grab the babies and get my gun. On the street is on its own. Sober up real quick. Put down that glass stick. No more puffing on your cigarettes. Get ready for the party tricks. Is anybody listening? I wonder, can you hear me? This voice in the wilderness. I wonder, can you see? Some are here and others are gone. Concentration camps, damn, they wrong. Hush, be quiet, don't say a word.
Brothers, hold on to your sisters. Brothers and sisters, hold on to your babies. We're gonna be alright. I know it don't look good right now, but put your hand in the hand of the Most High. That way you can't lose. Keep on pressing on. Keep on pressing on. Keep on pressing on. still look the same. Oh, you still smell so sweet. You know, I never told you this, but I never had a woman like you. And sometimes in a man's life, we have to break down my pride. And you just got to tell the woman that you care about. I was wrong. And I miss you. And I want you to come back home. Took me some time to figure it out. Just what this is all about. Don't miss your water till the well is dry. Now all I do is cry, cry, cry. All I do is cry, baby, 'cause I missed you so. All I do is cry, baby, 'cause I need you so. To a man, since you've been gone, I did a lot of soul searching. I just want you to give me another chance. All I do is cry, 'cause I miss you so. All I do is cry, baby, 'cause I miss you so. Peace, family. Lito, Brother Dawa here one more time with another show here on the Yah's Real Hour. I am your host, Dawa Yisrael. Last night, family, I did a show, and it had more people than I ever had on the live. And sometime today, earlier, some hours ago, Jewtube decided they wanted to strike the video for what they said was a copyright infringement on the video. Now, I did a video on Kevin Samuels That's what the video was about last night. But I've done a video already on Kevin Samuels. And I used the same video in that video. And I didn't get a copyright strike. So did they copyright the video? Did they copyright it after I did my show? Because I think it's some BS with Jewtube. You know, I think they're lying. I don't think it's got no copyright on it. I don't believe that. But anyway, and again, that's the way Facebook do. I mean, that's the way these platforms do today on the internet. I'm gonna share something with y'all right quick before we get off into the show here. Well, this is part of the show. Might well say it is. All right, see, family, this here is my video I did. This is my video here that I did some months back on Kevin Samuels. And it's the same video I used last night when I uploaded another video concerning Kevin Samuels. This is the video of him on Vlad TV. Anybody that want to see it, you can go check it out because it's on the internet right now. Of course, you can see it here. He was asked about rumors about being gay. And in this video, he went on to ask the gay community what they was going to do. He went on basically to ask the gay community for assistance, the LGBTQP, whatever, community to assist and help him because he's been attacked, bullied or something to that degree. And I've never seen a man in my life, straight man, ever ask homosexuals and lesbians and transgenders for assistance. And all we doing is talking. Just don't quite understand that. But anyway, this is the video. Now, they said that the video they took down earlier was because I had a video in it that was copyrighted. But this, again, is the only video I had. This is the video that I had. So something ain't right here. But then again, that's what they do. He don't got a girlfriend, fiance, or a wife. Why are people listening to him? Well, that's a great question. And I believe it's because Jewtube has pushed him to the forefront. See, the pale-faced man needs all platforms on social media to push his favorite sick, twisted, sexual, dysfunctional pastime, and that is homosexuality, lesbianism, dysfunctional sexual activity. And they need people on all social platforms to be pushing it. And these are the people that push that are the people that they're going to push to the forefront. That's the move of the pale-faced man, to have a global land where he can go and be as gay as he wants to be. He needs a place to go and be free to be a semen demon, to eat all of the semen he can find, to toot his booty up in the air everywhere in the world, to drop turds and boo-boo on condoms and dinglings globally and worldwide, all throughout the entire universe. That's what this pale-faced man wants to do. And he wants to do it with all men on the planet. Period. He wants to be able to stick his penis, big butt up in there everywhere, and have men, fancy him, adore him, and hold on to him, and buy him flowers and candy and cookies, and take him out to eat and dinner and shit, and, spend their time with him and show affection to his sorry, wimpy, punk ass. That's what the pale-faced man wants to do. And he always gets folks like -9, who's once again in the chat. Ain't but 5 people, 7 people in the chat. He one of them. Running around here with a dress on, penis and some testicles, trying to act like he is a woman, saying he's a transgender woman, which is, that's what the white man likes. He likes people like -9 that walk around here deceive, hate their own people because of what happened in their childhood. And, the thing, whatever they were born into, hating the world. White folks, homosexuals love folks like -9. That's what I call Monica Loves 9000. I just call it creepy crawly -9. And he ain't never getting back on this show. I don't know what he's trying for, unless I feel like that the creepy crawly has had a change of heart. But coming on here with all that, I hate you, I'm gonna kill you, well, you see my gun, look at my knife, I hate everybody. We don't want to hear all of that. Don't want to hear all of that. So -9 can just get the hell on up out of here with that nonsense. France just came out and said that the Catholic Church has been raping children in their country for years, never made too much major media in America. Yeah, the pale-faced man he's a bona fide sodomite. He's the sodomite of the planet. He is the most greedy for booty on the world. On the world stage. The pale-faced man is greedy for little boy booty holes and men booty holes. He's just, and he don't really want to talk about the medical ramifications and dangers that come from living such a so-called lifestyle. Now, Kevin Samuels here, this guy is a Kappa. Now, the Kappa League is a fraternity of wannabe pretty boys, niggas that think they pretty, and being in a fraternity means that you're part of the boule, and the boule is nothing more than those who are advisors to the king. So what people like Kevin Samuels would do is what he's doing now. Kiss behind, pledge, and become a part of the secret society, and then go around to push whatever agenda the society wants to be pushed. You see, and in doing so, you may end up in a certain position like he's in now. Over 1 million subscribers because Jewtube got him that far. Like I said last night, there was a video of Kevin Samuels where he was talking about telling men to how to clean their genital area. And he used this finger here. And he said, go down to, let me see here. He used this finger here and went to the first indent, the first bend in this finger, next to the index finger. And he told men that when you washing your butt, stick that finger up in your behind, up into that first line, that first bend there. Like that's going to give you some extra cleansing, I'm supposing, to your damn behind. This is what Kevin Samuels was saying in a video before he got to where he is today. They was giving him his trial run to see just how far he was going to go into, the homo nonsense. Because this is what they grooming men for today. When you get them top positions and you get all these subscribers, you have to be able to open your mouth and articulate that you are with and in full agreement with, that is, the LGBT community. If you are a man that only desires women and you're not down with the LGBT community, then you're not going to be in positions of authority here in America from here on out. They want people or men definitely who believe that men should label other men and that women are not that important. Women are just burdens, and women are just, something we should just overlook. We should just be with ourselves because we better off being with each other. That's the nonsense they want to, push out there, that we should just basically get with each other and do away with women. It's really a serious attack on women. Even the Statue of Liberty in America is not a man. It's a big chin, big square jawed man. It's a big square jawed man. The Statue of Liberty is. Pale faces have been lying to us ever since they started opening up their mouth and being able to articulate words. The English language is a language of curses. That's why it used to be a time we used to write in cursive, spelling words, and then going and spelling the people. They say go and preach the gospel. Go spell the people. That's what gospel means. Go spell, go put a spell on the listeners. You see. And sometimes you do your spelling or spelling the listeners or casting your spell on the listeners when you do a broadcast, like I'm doing right now, where the pale-faced man will cast your spell abroad through these mediums that they call media in the middle, in between us here on the planet and the heavenly realm or the higher, realms. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people be going in, I see on -9. Yeah, Tawan Gibson, I agree. Anyone who takes Kevin Samuels serious at this point really says something about you. I can agree. Because Kevin, as I said last night, our people have been given to listening to homosexuals speak. Been listening to Tyler Perry and his Medea and all his plays and it was a whole lot of energy around Tyler Perry years ago in Hollywood. And Tyler went on to get his own studio. People thought that was a wonderful thing. I did a video on that. I said, ain't gonna be nothing but a compound for the ass pound. He's a homosexual. If it's a he. If Tyler Perry is a man. Could have been born a female. Who knows? A lot of them cats in Hollywood are inverted anyway. They're not what you think. They're not all male, or maybe not any of them. Who knows? I don't really know all the way. But I've heard some of my people say that a lot of them, for all the people in Hollywood, is flipped gender. And who knows the hell, that could be the case. But we've been watching individuals who've been steering us toward men wearing dresses and it being okay. We just laugh it off. Because that's what the pale-faced man wants us to do. Because that makes him comfortable. See, if we as a people accept homosexuality, lesbianism, transgenderism, and all them other isms, bestiality and all of that, then it makes the pale-face history not as exclusive with those type of behaviors. You see, and they're exclusive to those things. They've been homosexual, lesbian, transgender, into bestiality ever since they could use their genitals. So, and they've been the face of it. Now, as the world is coming to an end, or their part of the world is coming to an end, their control of the world is coming to an end, now they want to change the face of who is the global homosexual, the global pedophile, the global semen demon and cum goblin of the planet. They want that to be us. It's never been that way. And if it was, we wouldn't need to do too much to know it, to find it out, because the pale-faced man would put it out there if it was just that, if that was the case. If that was the case, we'd already know, because the pale-faced man would have all the history written down about us being that way, all the pictures, and he'd have all the information we need to show that we are the people who are homosexual, lesbian, transgender by nature. And that's not the case. So, of course, he has to push his agenda up on us, force us to do this stuff. Let me go here. As I said last night, I was going to show some of the ramifications of living a homosexual life. And one of those is a rectal prolapse. See, these homosexuals, they're always talking about how much pride they got. Yeah, they prideful. They got their little pride fag, and they be talking about gay pride and act like they're just the toughest thing on the planet. But they don't talk about them hospital visits when them asses has been torn and the sphincter muscles have been torn to pieces and busted and broken and snapped and all that type of stuff. They don't talk about that. They're very evil when they come bring about the information about being gay and why people should accept it and all that type of stuff. They're very evil because they don't bring up the truth that they suffer all types of medical issues. They want to pull other youth into such a wicked lifestyle and have them suffer those same issues. It's a wicked individual choice to make. And it's a wicked group of individuals that have made such choices. Wicked. Anytime you're not telling people the dangers of what it is to be in your organization, then you're wicked. As far as I'm concerned, especially when you see what I'm about to show y'all. Let me show y'all something. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, before I show these pictures, I'm about to get graphic. Not me, but everything I'm going to show you is already on the internet, on Google. You can Google all of what I'm about to show you right now. So YouTube don't come here talking no craziness about no copyrights and it was too much. I'm getting ready to show you. Oh, you already see them. They're right there. Rectal prolapses. See here? All that ass plugging in booty holes, and sometimes make your organs start to come out. See all this here? They don't talk about this. They ain't never talking about this. Gay pride. They never bring this up. And all that prideful conversations. They never talk about this. Never. Ain't nobody saying nothing about the rectal prolapses. You know, they got a lot of young men that end up in the hospital this way. They can't hold a bowel. Sometimes they don't be 25 years, 30 years old yet. And they've already destroyed their anal tissue. Then they need all types of medical assistance. They need AIDS medicine. See, homosexuals want to be able to go out here and bend over and get popped in the behind and then get these rectal prolapses and then run to the pale-faced man and demand medicine. They want to demand care. They want to demand to be able to go out here and live recklessly when it comes down to their sexual organs and have no repercussions. Just live that way. Nobody be able to say nothing to them. They just do them. But homosexuals are a medical burden, a medical financial burden on society. A medical burden, a financial burden, a mental burden on society. All in all those categories, they are a burden on society. Mentally, because you got to get counselors, try to make them feel good about their fragile ass selves, because they're fragile as hell. Weak. You can't say nothing about them. They say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words never hurt me. But the LGBT community, you can't say nothing against them. The UN even trying to make it where you be criminalized if you speak out against them. Not doing nothing to them, just speaking. Opening your mouth and articulating words against the LGBT community can in the future become criminal. This is how serious the pale-faced man is about his homosexuality. He's very serious about sticking his penis in little boys' behinds and men's behinds. He's very serious about that. But again, they don't talk about how young men end up in the hospital because they got these rectal prolapses. I see -9 ain't said a damn thing since these prolapses come up here. I know -9 is still looking. But -9 ain't said nothing about these prolapses. See, that's what I say about these homosexuals. They claim to be, like they're all loving and love is love and, they're no different than anybody else, but they're harboring all these secrets. They're like if a man is straight and he got AIDS and he don't tell a woman he do, or women, he's evil. 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 You getting ready to do a so-called sexual act to someone, you know the dangers of that act, but you ain't gonna tell them. You ain't gonna tell them. Are you gonna do that? Do something to a person sexually that could cause them to end up in a hospital? See, these are hospital visit. This is hospital visit sex right here. This is what happened after a lot of times some prolapses, from them rectal prolapse. This that gay sex. A lot of gay sex end up like this. But you got people out there who push folks into doing it. You got like Kevin Samuels. He's pushing men to lay with other men. That should be criminalized. That's what should be criminalized. Coming up out your mouth telling men to lay with men. Because what you going to do when them men get to doing that and they end up like this? You can't push that back up in there and it's going to stay up in there. What you going to do? Get you a corkscrew or something? Get you some Alizé or some shit, some liquor, and pop the cork and push this up in there? You're going to get you a cork and close, boop, boop, pop it open, close it up, I mean. Huh? What you going to do? Yeah, how you going to do it? Why do so many women listen to this joke of Sammy? Good question, my sister Shanquell. I'm glad to see you on from Milwaukee. This sister Shanquell helped me out years ago, family, back when I first wrote my book. The definition of broke ass, homosexual, lesbian, transgender, and bestiality, assault on the black race. That sister invited me to come out to Milwaukee and let me do my first roundtable discussion, be a part of my first roundtable discussion on my book and on the homosexual topic itself, period. And I would say at that event, the first person to ever buy my book was a lesbian, a sister who was supposed to be married to another sister. And the sister, she asked me before she bought my book, she said, is it too late for me? She said, it's not that I hate men. She said to me, it's just I haven't found a man I can submit myself to. See, our women are not really into all that carpet munching. They're really not. They've succumbed and fallen to that nonsense because so many of us brothers brought that nonsense to them. Wanting to see two women together, be intimate with each other. You need the two women to get together to be intimate with each other to make you get yourself together. It's pale-faced madness, you know. But anyway, my sister Shanquell is the one who was Shanquell Bay. My sister, that's the sister who allowed me to be able to be put in front of my people first time in Milwaukee in 2012. And a sister bought my book. I'll never forget that. I haven't seen that sister since, but she did buy the book. Yeah, peace and love, my sister. I don't know why people keep listening to this guy. I don't know why he a Pisces like us too. That's probably why. Because he basically allowed the sisters to open themselves up to show their inadequacies. And this is what the pale-faced man loves. They love to be able to show the world the inadequacies of our women. See, it wouldn't be no show dedicated to a whole bunch of white bitches like that. See, you don't see a show where a whole bunch of white bitches is calling in, confessing their wicked ways and the evil things that they do. But you have a platform for sisters to do it because you are the mother of civilization. And of course, they want to show you in such a negative light. So they will use somebody like a Kevin Samuels and a feminist Sissy Gump, Capoli, Boulay, love white bitches type Negro to tell you to have your men start engaging with each other, advocating for men to deal with each other. This is what happens. Let's check this out. Somebody last night had put a comment in the comment section about Jacoby Hospital. I had never seen Jacoby Hospital before in my life. I heard of it. But it's in the Bronx. My sister Shanquell, no problem. Yeah, I let my sister come on. She came on my show and she did a show about how the racism was so thick in Wisconsin when it came down to sisters opening up daycare centers, how the racist government there went about to shut them sisters down. I do have that particular show. It's on my website, www.YahIsraelHour. Dawa Israel. You put it in the chat. You can go there. You might want to cop that video. It is for sale. And yeah, sister, we may need to get together and have you come on this platform. It doesn't have as many people as the other platform I have. But Shanquell, if you want to come on, let me know. And I see you on Facebook. You inbox me or whatever, or you can hit me up right here and we can get it set up so you can come on and talk about where you are now with that and what happened with the other sisters. I'm interested in knowing myself. Okay. My sister Balik Aja says part of it is because heterosexuals have been quiet because of the attacks that are leveled at us. Yeah, a lot of attacking comes at you when you speak out against the LGBTQ community. I do understand that. But it is, some of us have to open our mouth and speak. Some will and some won't. And some are put here to do that. So for those that are put here to do that, it's a good thing that you step up, open your mouth, and speak out against this community, because they're sending us in a direction of depopulation. And if we don't fight against the LGBT community, there won't be nothing left of us in the future, because they would love for us all to embrace that so-called lifestyle and all be degenerates like those who are in that lifestyle are. What am I doing for water? Well, I have a source that I go to. I have a let's just say I have a source. I have my own source of how I get water, and I've been doing it. Well, I wasn't doing it a lot when I was younger, but my brother used to take me and his family when I was a little boy out on a road called M140 here in Michigan and Southwest Michigan in this area. And there was a water spout connected to, I believe, Lake Michigan. And water runs there 24/7, 365 a year. And I get my water from there. Yes, there's a water crisis here in the city of Benton Harbor. I may do a video on that in the near future. So thanks for asking. Yeah, I know not to mess with the water for sure. I definitely know that. Okay. So now, peace to you, my sister Tanya Bailey. I'm glad to see you. Glad to see you from New York in the house. How you doing, Sister Tanya? All right. Now, let me just drop this on y'all. Let me show y'all some. These homosexuals always talking about how much pride they got and all this. If the white man didn't make these types of things, we would get a chance to know. We'd see. We would see just, yeah, you see, if the pale-faced man didn't make these here anal plugs, we would really know about the lifestyle of a so-called homosexual man. They have to make anal plugs for these gumps. That's why I said they're a medical burden on a society. Because without that anal plug, it's gonna be doo-doo every damn where. If these homos weren't walking around, a lot of them with anal plugs, it'd be turds everywhere. You couldn't go to no restaurant and eat. You couldn't be going no Planet Fitness, sitting nowhere. They'd be shitting everywhere. If they didn't have anal plugs, if the pale-faced man didn't make anal plugs for these homosexual men. Look at that white boy. Look at that white boy. Look at him. That's this what the white man like. That's what he like, y'all. This is what he like. I'm telling you. People looking upside my head like I'm talking crazy. Shit. I know what I'm talking about. Look at him. Got his head all up in the air, throwed back. Look at little sissy. If the white man didn't make anal plugs, we wouldn't know. We would see with our own eyes. And people would know. They wouldn't be encouraging their relatives to be gay if the white man didn't make anal plug. Believe me when I tell you. Because there'd be a whole lot of us cleaning up doo-doo. You feel me? There'd be a whole lot of us cleaning up boo-boo. If the pale-faced man didn't make accessories for these gums. See, they tell you to live these lifestyles, like Kevin Samuels tell you, okay, we should advocate for men to deal with men. But what about this, Kevin? What about this, Kevin? What about this? What about this type of shit? You get to the point where you need one of these in your booty. You know, why would you advocate doing something that may cause you to need this in your ass? Who benefits from Kevin Samuels advocating for men to lay with men? Who benefits, really? Because men don't benefit from it. Men gonna be in the hospital. Men gonna have bleeding asses, attitudes. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna probably have to give them one of these, a plug to keep their boo-boo in. I know it's real because I talked to a young sister back in 2009, somewhere around there. I talked to a sister, and she told me her guy, every time they eat out, or eat period, they go out to eat in a restaurant, he got to run to the toilet and not to pee. Not to pee. Not to urinate, but to defecate. Again, he has to run to the toilet every time they eat at a restaurant because he has to defecate. See, this is not part of the information that comes from the LGBTQP community when they talk about all their pride. Well, you at a -9? -9. What you know about these -9? -9. Where you at? Is this true -9? Huh? -9? This true -9? Plenty of y'all in your now. What kind of man walks around with these in his glove compartment? What kind of man walk around with these in his pocket? Straight men don't need those, right? But gay men do. And again, old boy trying to push us in the hands of being gay. Need to check yourself. Old Kevin Samuels telling us we should just advocate for men that want to be with gay. I understand the reason why you do want to be with each other. Huh? I don't. Right. Why destroy your body in this way? I don't get it either. I just don't get it. But anyway, I was talking about Jacoby Hospital earlier. Brother in the chat last night, before the video was taken down, put in the chat some information about Jacoby Hospital in the Bronx. Let me show y'all this. You see this here? New York City Health Plus Hospital, Jacoby, meaning basically Jewish, opens new Pride Health Center for LGBTQ patients. Right on them hospital bills. Oh, yes. Bingo. You see this? You got a whole hospital. They got a whole hospital now. Whole hospital here for this so-called lifestyle. So now, why do you need a hospital for your lifestyle? Your sexual lifestyle, not what you're eating. Not because of an accident or you got hit by a car or something like that, or your diet or what you drunk or some poison that you inhaled. Not that. You need a hospital because of your sexual dysfunction. That's what this whole hospital was about. The sexual dysfunction of living LGBTQ. They need their own damn hospital to deal with certain things like gay bowel syndrome, like the fact that they get homosexuals get anal cancer, and they get HIV/AIDS and things of that nature, and they get colon cancer more than straight men, way more. And it's because of the living of the so-called lifestyle. Once again, -9 ain't said nothing now. It didn't shut the hell up. You see, living that so-called lifestyle will cause you to end up, you're going to be in the hospital. You're going to need medical insurance. You mean to tell me your so-called sexual lifestyle makes it where you need insurance? You better take some insurance out of them goddamn gumps, because anal cancer is real among them. Not that anal people don't get it outside of being gay. I'm just saying, when you are a homosexual man getting popped in your behind, your chances of getting anal cancer is much higher than if you weren't doing that. Period. They kill each other on a regular basis. Homosexual men are murderers of other men. They murder men with their penises. And when they die, it's written down on the death certificate as colon cancer sometimes anal cancer, sometimes HIV or AIDS. That's what's listed at the death certificate. But the actual death was caused by the penis, by you going against nature, by you being so goddamn prideful and stupid to go against nature. That's why you end up having these funerals for these homosexuals. Yeah, that's why. New York City Health Plus Hospitals, Jacoby opens new Pride Health Center for LGBTQ patients. I guess they're gonna have to have special counselors on the scene because they crazy as hell. Yes, they are very violent, my brother. D-Sun Pro, very violent. Very violent. Women are dying from anal sex too, my sister says. See? Now I'm gonna tell you, I told this story before, and I'm gonna say it again. Let me share I'm gonna share with you all the links you might want to come on and speak. You might want to come on and have something to say. But I know a sister in Chicago that told me about her brother. Her brother was married to a sister. And he gave the sister anal cancer from sticking her in the rear end. He convinced her to let him put his penis in her anus until she got anal cancer and she died, and he cashed out on an insurance policy. Married another sister and cashed out again on an insurance policy because he killed her the same way. But on the death certificate, it was just listed as colon cancer. The white man has made a way for him to be a global rapist, homosexual, and not be punished for being a homosexual. See, if the truth ever gets out, I've been trying to put it out here that it's a way to look at this thing. You have to really pay attention. Colon cancer, AIDS or HIV, gay bowel syndrome, anal cancer, when these things attach themselves to a homosexual, that's the reason. That's the killer. It's like being a good mechanic and you have somebody bring you a car. And then, it's got a certain sound. The person driving don't know what's going on, but they know something wrong with their car. Good mechanics can be able to get in there and listen, do a few things, hit a few things, and tap a few things, and probably give you a diagnosis and tell you what's going on with your vehicle. You see what I'm saying? So you can get your body, so you get your vehicle taken care of. But these homosexuals, they got issues going on in the body that need to be detected. You see what I'm saying? It'd be nice if they had somebody that could detect, tell you, hey, hold up now, 2 or 3 more times getting popped in the ass, you're going to get anal cancer. You ain't got but 3 more times before you get popped in your ass before you have colon cancer. There ain't nobody there to tell them sissies that. They end up living these lifestyles, of living a lifestyle of degeneracy and getting to a point where they get anal cancer, and the homosexual that they've been screwing them is never looked at. Never looked at. Always looked at as if he loved the man he was dealing with. He'd be at the funeral crying and all that shit, and the family be crying with him. You better wake your stupid ass up. The killer of the homosexual in your family that's been with your family, your relative for years and years and years, that individual more than likely is the killer of the person, your relative. I see a brother want to come in and talk. Let this brother in, Brother Dees. I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah, I mean,
brother, you on the Yaz Real Hour. State your case.
so I don't know how I'm gonna start. Well, I can start my first few years of college. Like they don't always talk about sex and shit. But if it'll be about sex, it won't be about like procreation. They'll talk about why it should be okay, like why it should be on the lifestyle. One time I even seen a woman trying to pose as a man. Voice sounded weird, and I don't know, but I don't know where to start though. But I mean, that was before it got popular. It got pushed on for like 2015, 16. But now, like, it's pushed towards high school. Nah, fuck that. They going far saying, "Oh, we're gonna go further in middle school with this shit," and even with the pronouns and shit. No, but that was before. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know where to start, where to begin. I'm just jumping in,
Yeah, well, definitely with the school system.
But my takeaway, if I want to have, if I want to have kids, or if anyone have kids, it's your responsibility to more than ever, even now, to teach your kids other stuff. Like teach your kids how to hunt, teach your kids how to use a gun, teach your kids to like farm. Oh, it's crazy. They supposed to be a kid. They ain't supposed to be a kid, nothing. Now they want kids to grow up fast, but not in the sense of being the same. Like they'll have people be happy with owning nothing. You want them in the sense of being self-sufficient. You want to grow them up fast to being self-sufficient. Because right now, people my generation, I'm Gen Z, aka Gen Z, it's all this bullshit. Right now I'm 25 years old. People my generation and younger, and then people before me who's in their 30s or millennials, they don't know how to grow their own shit. They don't know how to build their house. I know there's some people personally. I know people around me who know how to build houses and shit, but there's people who don't know how to do that stuff. So or for bank, like during the pandemic, that's what I call it. When the banks shut down or whatever, people couldn't take their money out. People with money, they couldn't take their money out. They couldn't do nothing. It was going crazy. People were scamming and whatnot, but stuff like that. But should stick to the topic. But like the main topic is, yeah, you should have the responsibility to take part in the kids' life, because this is what they're doing with these kids, the little kids. Or even it's to the point where fuck all that. They're doing this, and they're bringing in these people who dress in drag, trying to teach kids this stuff.
Yeah, that's at the libraries. They had a bunch of drag queens at these libraries across the country, going in during drag time library hour, something they call it, some type of hour. But it was an hour before they, I guess it's just an hour, but anyway, where they was letting them drag queens just walk out and do what they do. Just men dressed in drag, flamboyant clothes, walking around a whole bunch of children, being nasty. This is the way the pale-faced man wants life to be.
All right, that's like Greco-Roman. That's a whole nother story. But I'm gonna get into the topic. What they don't like to talk about is when people get these surgeries, get these crazy surgeries or whatever. Some of them wind them dead because of either through business going bad, because many of them can't make a legitimate living. They make their living through selling themselves. I don't know if YouTube will allow me to say it. Selling their bodies. They don't have no skills on top of that. And they have this weird claiming that they're intersectionalists, but they're not real intersectionalists. Any non-black, I'm not interested in that. Like, I'm cool on that. I don't know. But any non-black people who are in that lifestyle, they don't own nothing. They don't run shoot. I go as far as they're not looking to own or run nothing. It's the white ones that do, that has to say so, that tell them what to do and what not to do, what to say and what not to say. They'll like to talk about what these rappers would do, or what these entertainers would do, or what these politicians will do or say, or what these folks on the streets will say. But if you Lil Nas X, no, you're doing the right thing, or you're just hating, stuff like that.
Yeah, I hear you. You want to add anything else, young bro?
All right. Shit. I just throw myself off. All right.
That's all right.
No, this is what I have one thing in my back of my mind. I was gonna add to with the schools. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about the surgery shit and what they do to get these illegal surgeries. They no different than the girls that get those. Oh yeah, but that ties in. Why have these girls get these surgeries? Why have these girls get these butlers? It even go as far as the females don't even look at other females. I know it sounds crazy. I seen that in my call center job. Like I used to. I didn't want to work at the job. Too many effeminate. That made me want to do the construction shit. Too many effeminate people over there. Too much. It's a mess. But
wow.
All right, I'm going on. But the females, right? They rather listen to who runs the fashion industry? It ain't no girls. See, females want to talk. I ain't gonna say females. White females want to talk about this. They want to own everything. They want to be the head. But when it comes to the fashion, it's the LGBTQ females. Not my LGBT. It's the gay guys that run. It's not no girls running. But they want to talk about this girl power stuff. But that's not.
Right. Well, in actuality, it's the man that wants to be a girl that's actually talking about girl power and all that type of stuff. It's the European man that wants to be a girl and get an opportunity to go out there and do little programs on TV. But in actuality, he's trying to be a better girl than them. That pale-faced man is running all this thing. It's good that you're 25 years old and you see it, young bro. I appreciate you calling, man, for sure.
So. Hey, when you do these calls, or
Well,
lives?
usually if you catch me around 9:30 Eastern time. And I usually go no more than about an hour and a half. So, you want to catch me, just, subscribe and look for me around 9:30 p.m.
Gotcha.
Tell you,
There's
yeah. Go ahead. Speak on.
Oh shit, that was another thing I was going. Yeah, no, I was also going to talk about. All right. He was going. Okay, I was talking about how the girls look to these men for fashion advice. Not even fashion, like it's crazy. It's even with our people, our sisters. Our sisters don't even look to other sisters or any guys. They look to these men for what they think. Well, I mean these men. I'm talking about these transformers too. No, not all sisters. Not all sisters do that. Oh yeah, when I was into the subway trying to get some shit, I noticed that was no female. She was talking to him all course. I'm thinking to myself, you're not okay with this. You're not gonna question this. It's almost this psychology of no, this should be it. This should be okay. I'm like, but isn't that what's part of our problem? Isn't that why we're running into no, I'm not on that cool BS where this is why no, like we don't have like that strength. Like nah, it's cool. I'm not gonna put up with that. It's just almost submissiveness because we don't have that authority, that autonomy of authority or that force anymore. It's almost like the coffee with his like I'm like what the I say all this to say like are you okay with that? You cool with that? But then when I see the program and what she was about, I took a step back. No, I was like I had a little conversation, but I took a step back, noticed, didn't say nothing. No, but I see that a lot. And that's a problem. Like that's a current problem we have today. Oh yeah, I even go to add on to what I just said. I seen a social media video of I don't know mom dressing his daughter. My bad. Dressing his son as a girl, like in tutus and stuff. Like you don't see a problem with this. You don't see nothing wrong with this. Or I seen the dad, or it was even worse. I see the dad doing this to one of his sons, and then you see our sisters cheering that on. I'm like, we need warrior class. You don't need no. It's just, but and I think here's the thing. I know I'm sounding like I said. I know I'm sounding all over the place. I'm not really trying to, but no, because anytime I talk, people say. But I think part of this, why we're like became more effeminate instead of more in the masculine, because we've been worrying about let's get the money. It's to the point. No, think about it. You talk about jewelry, chains, all that stuff. That leans to the more flamboyant, more. Now I know throughout African history we had that. You know what I'm saying? We had that, but it's to the point where it's being more effeminate instead of the masculine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a whole lot of things have changed, young blood, for us as far as masculinity goes. In the last, I'll say, 20 years. It didn't used to be like this when I was your age. We wasn't dealing with all this crazy man that you seeing in subways and things like that now.
Oh, when I was young, it was frowned. No, it was not even frowned upon. It was different, totally different. This you got to be okay with it.
Right. Yeah, but like you said, we need warriors, and we don't need a whole lot of warriors. We just need warriors, and people like yourself got the type of energy. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here talking. You know. Anything you want to add before I let you go?
Shit. Oh yeah, we need. I guess. All right. I guess. This I guess this we need to like. I'm gonna say it like this: we need to get from this idea that we need X amount of people to get something going. Like you need to be okay with all right. If 5 people want to do what we want to do, that's cool. If it's 2 or 3, that's cool. I'd rather have 2 or 3 than have a whole lot of people. And I'm trying to get this one thing done, and it's all sabotage because I was trying to get all these people going. If I have 2 or 3 people and I'm on the same page, I'll get a lot more done, a lot more accomplished, and I won't be sabotaged.
Exactly. That's a warrior's mind right there. You don't need a whole bunch. You just need a few people that's loyal to the cause and that's going to carry it out just like it's supposed to be carried out. That's really all you need.
So in fact, that's what happened to the Black Panthers. No, it was a good idea, but it got infiltrated. It didn't have like a no. It had no. It was too. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was too inclusive. It was too. Oh, we gotta be peaceful. Oh, it was too. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna be cut and dry. I'm gonna be cut dry about it. And you know what? I feel like if I were to say the same things that I'm saying now about them being too inclusive, I will catch flack for saying that. I will catch hell for saying that.
Yeah, you can't include everybody in what you're doing. When you're trying to reach out, I think when they're reaching out to pigs or pale face cops and or all over the world, or reaching out to pale faces all over the world, I just don't see how that's gonna help us here. So I can agree with you on that, young blood. A lot of people hard. That's a hard thing for some people to say, even though they may think it, because they don't want to deal with the flat that comes from saying those types of things about the Panthers. But I don't agree with being all inclusive. Saying we here for all the people that want freedom. No, everybody that wants freedom don't always want freedoms for the same reason that you do. And I don't get down there.
All right, then the Black Panthers formulated the Rainbow Coalition. They formulated that, and after that, it's been going downhill since then.
The Rainbow Coalition.
Now I looked it up. Oh, it's crazy. I looked in the YouTube space. I'm like, God damn, do these people not watch old videos? And do they not realize they're repeating the same thing that they're saying today? No, I'm serious. Especially with this gender divide stuff. I'm like, bro, there's been a thing since the 60s and shit. Like, it was created. No, but it's different. People were more unified. People saw the bullshit. People didn't play into the bullshit. But what people felt that, today, on this internet, I think it's only in the internet, but what people fail to realize, I forgot what people fail to realize, that if you ain't had that one segment doing this part or that one other segment doing that part, they wouldn't have survived. They wouldn't have that survival or whatnot. But that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah, maybe we can talk about that another time. I appreciate you calling, young blood.
All right.
Peace. It's always good to have a young brother call in and state their case and talk about how the world looks to them through their eyes. Maybe one more that want to come on before I get up off of here. Let me share it one more time. It's always nice to see brothers that's 25 years old that do have some information on what's going on in their particular world. Always nice to see that. So thank you, young brother, again for calling in. Hopefully you'll be able to catch more broadcasts from me and come in and chime on in. You always have a platform here. Speak your piece, young brother. Appreciate you. Now I'm giving anybody else a quick opportunity to come on and state your piece. If somebody else wants to add some more content to this particular show, and we're talking about Kevin Samuels, and we're talking about the medical dangers of homosexuality. All right, family. I do appreciate everybody that's been on with me tonight. This show didn't get as many hits as the show did last night, but that's how they do it. YouTube is a funny place to be. Hopefully they won't give me no copyright strike on this one. I don't know how they're going to do it. But anyway, the Cash App's in the link, family. If you want to donate something, you can do so. Again, I appreciate you for being here with me. You could have been somewhere else doing something different. Brother man gets you a sister gets you a brother. Drop the other, both of you. Stay tuned, family. I might be back tomorrow with another one on a different topic. All right? Halito, family.